going on, everyone? Here again. Here for you, some Call of Duty Black Ops 2, playing some kill confirms. Time on the map meltdown using the M1216 shotgun. It's a pretty good gameplay overall. I mean, it's always a good gameplay when you get more confirms and you actually do kills. Not to say this gameplay is not spectacular in terms of kills. I think you get like a 7 KD or something like that. But don't really much want to talk about gameplay. It's a good map, good gameplay. Shotguns are fun. I like shotguns. But I want to talk about something that everybody's talking about, and that's the PS4 announcement that came out yesterday. So not so much actually do I want to discuss the PS4 specs like per se. I would more or less like to discuss the PS4 versus the Xbox 720 and why it doesn't matter. And why it doesn't matter all these things are going to be coming out. Now, in one light, it does matter. We do want to see the graphic capabilities of these new consoles. We want to see what new things they're bringing. It's been 7 years, right, since these things have come out. So we would definitely like to see what these next-gen consoles can bring to the table. But honestly, I don't feel as though the marketing strategies implemented by either Microsoft or Sony are going to make a difference, because PS3 fans and Xbox fans, they are just so set in their ways that it's not going to matter what you say. They're going out there. Microsoft is obviously going to make a ploy to try and make PS3 users come over to the Xbox 720 and vice versa. You know, Sony's going to try and make Xbox 360 users come over to the PS4. They're both going to be trying that. But I feel as though it's a small percentage, right? There's like, I'm going to use the 1%, 99% comparison here. I feel as though the 1% of the people that are going to be buying these consoles are legitimately open-minded people who are like, okay, what does each console do? Which one is best for me? And they'll be looking at each individual detail of both consoles. Whereas the 99% are people that are already set in their ways with their consoles, right? I'm an Xbox player. I am. I've actually owned a PS3. Not to say the PS3 is a bad console, but I've owned one and it wasn't for me. I'm too set in my ways with the Xbox. I like the way the dashboard setup works. I like the whole party chat system, which I'm assuming in next-gen consoles, there's definitely going to be a party chat system for both consoles. It's kind of a given. But, I'm just set in the way, man. Gamer score, gamer tags, the way the friends list runs, the way everything runs on the Xbox. I'm just set my ways with that. I like that. I like the way the controller feels. I just like the Xbox. And I actually bought a PS3 with every intent of becoming a PS3 player, because during Modern Warfare 3, I was so disappointed with the game that I actually I'm like, I want to play COD 4 and World at War, but they were so hacked on the Xbox, so I actually went out and I purchased a PS3 with every intent of quitting the Xbox and playing PS3 only. And I didn't like the console. I didn't like the little tiny controller. And I did own a PlayStation 2 prior to the Xbox 360, so it's not as if I was, I wasn't used to how the PlayStation systems work. I didn't like the PlayStation's version of the dashboard. I just didn't like the console at all, and I sold it back within a week. And not to say it's a bad console, I'm just saying it's not for me. I'm set in my ways with the Xbox. I feel as though, on the other end of the spectrum, PlayStation fans would probably be the same way. If some PlayStation fans bought an Xbox, maybe they wouldn't like the way the dashboard is set. Maybe they wouldn't like the way the friends list is set up. Maybe they wouldn't like the gamer score system over the PSN trophy system. I think it's called trophy system. Am I right on that? I didn't play any single player games on the PS3. But I feel as though everybody is already going to be set in their ways. Me and my friends have been playing Xbox for around 5 years. Right? And we're not just going to stop that and everyone's going to split up, and like some people are trying to make the comparison already that people are going to, this is going to split up everybody. Like, oh, Johnny went over to the PS4 and Timmy stayed here on the Xbox, but Randall, I don't know, I'm just making up names, went over to the PS4. All these things like that. I don't think that's going to happen. I honestly feel as though people are going to go with what they know. Xbox versus PlayStation is just like Burger King versus McDonald's. It's just like Coke versus Pepsi. It's like cake versus ice cream, man. It comes down to what you prefer. And the people, maybe that have even had the luxury of owning both consoles, they're not going to take that risk. They're just not. People don't do that quite as often, especially when it's something that's going to be costing them more than a couple $100s. They don't want to take that risk. They know how the PS3 works. They know how the friend system works. They know how the trophy system works. They know how the dashboard equivalent works on the PlayStation there. And they're going to go with what they know, and they're just going to get the PS4 regardless of the specs between the 720, regardless of what Microsoft offers as compared to what Sony offers. Which, honestly, it's probably going to be more of the same. Of course, there's going to be a couple independent features that are exclusive to the Xbox, as well as games, games like Gears of War, games like Halo. But then again, Sony and the PlayStation also have a bunch of independent games that are exclusive only to the PlayStation Network. So Who knows, man? Who knows? But people, honestly, in my opinion, are just going to go the route of what they know. It's not going to matter what both consoles can do, which I'm assuming they're going to do more of the same. You know, they're probably going to do more of the same, but it's just going to come down to what they know and what they prefer. I'll make the comparison. You know, if you think about Coke versus Pepsi, you know, Coca-Cola versus Pepsi-Cola, they've both done a lot of the same things. Like, you know, there's cherry Coke and there's cherry Pepsi. There's vanilla Coke and there's Pepsi Vanilla. There's lemon Coke and lemon Pepsi. You know, let's say for all intents and purposes, they came out with a new soft drink. It was, I don't know, let's say it's like raspberry Coke versus raspberry Pepsi, which is kind of similar in a way. It's a loose comparison to the PlayStation 4 versus the Xbox 360. That comes out. Me personally, I'm gonna go with raspberry Coke because I like Coca-Cola more than I like Pepsi-Cola. Now, maybe Coke is like Xbox and Pepsi is like the PS3. Maybe there's people out there who prefer Pepsi and they're set in their ways and they're like, okay, I'm going with the Pepsi raspberry. Whatever. It's just a loose comparison, but just trying to give you guys a visual as to how this is probably gonna go down. Personally, I'm going with the Xbox 720. I haven't seen anything about the Xbox 720 comes out. I don't care if they don't innovate at all, honestly. Of course, the graphics are going to be, they're going to be a little bit better, and that's all I care about. To be honest, to make the graphics a little bit better, that's all I honestly care about. I'm also interested to see what they can do with other things, such as, let's say a Battlefield 4 comes out with the next-gen consoles, right? Will Battlefield 4 with these next-gen consoles be able to support 32 on 32 and finally make it so it's not this boring 12 on 12 experience we currently have on consoles? Will that be able to happen? I'm wondering about things like that. But for the most part, I don't care. They could have the exact same thing. In fact, I would like them to go back to the old dashboard. I like the old Xbox dashboard more than I like this new one. I just, if they update the graphics a little bit, that's more than enough for me to shell out for a new console. That's me, though. I mean, I may not. Maybe I'm in the 1% with that situation, with that opinion, but who knows? Who knows? But the gameplay is wrapping up. Hope you guys all enjoyed the commentary. Just a quick little, just thoughts, just opinions on the Xbox 720 versus the PS4. You know, you guys go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments. That'd definitely be great. I love having conversations with you guys. I'm actually starting to reply to too many comments. Like, I'm replying to like 20 comments per video, it seems like. But the final score of 27-4, 31 confirms, M1216 Shotgun Meltdown. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please remember to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.